Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta. Everyone, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. One more time. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Ho! Shishi Guru Gauranga Jayate. Yesterday we heard. What we heard yesterday? Huh? Guru Tattva. A little recap, 2 minutes. Vishwa Prabhu.
I'm blanking now. I mean, you spoke about various things about Guru Tattva. You spoke about the shlok.
What was our theme yesterday?
It was
Then I get total time to drink water. Please go ahead.
Yeah. The theme was all on Guru, how Guru takes you out from ignorance. And what is ignorance? Ignorance is, I don't remember what it, but basically this material world, known in Maya, and how Guru brings you to Krishna, explains Krishna Tattva, and then he explained about Narad Maharaj and Narad Muni, and how...
What is that darkness and what is that light? I focused yesterday on my class.
Lower taste, higher taste.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was the main theme. Yes, Ade Prabhu? So, Chaturvida bhajante mam janah sukritano arjuna arth jigyasu artharthi jnani cha bharsava. I took this verse where we discuss about Shri Dhruv Maharaj, who is materially motivated, but by having darshan of Supreme Lord, by seeing His beauty, his mood got changed. That means he gave up the lower rasa to have higher rasa. And what was that higher rasa? Come on. It's only 24 hours.
Direct association with Bhagavan. Yeah.
So first he made the darshan of the Lord as the higher rasa, giving up the lower taste. The lower taste was to get a throne, empire. But then he made the darshan of the Lord as the higher taste. But something more on that. He wants the association of pure devotees who are always immersed in describing the pastimes of the Lord. So that is ultimate. Yeah. Even more powerful on the other level of having the darshan of the Lord. People, those who are spiritually inclined, in India, all over, they're always running after and praying that, oh Krishna, I want to have your darshan. I want to see you. How beautifully you look like. Yeah? But the procedure, the process of seeing Lord is not the eyes. How to see Bhagwan? Ears. Ears? How come ears? Do ears have eyes? We can only see with eyes, not with ears. Yes, in this material world, this is true. We only see, we perceive things with our eyes, not with our ears. But when it comes to spiritual dealings, when it comes to a spiritual domain where the Supreme Lord resides, then the eyes not enough to see the Lord. Then ears. Okay? Then the ears are important to see the Lord. Just like many times I gave this example. Emotions reflects on the heart. Emotions are not in the eyes. Emotions are in the ears. Emotions are in heart. I like you, I dislike you. various kind of emotions. I like you, I hate you, whatever, etc. Those emotions in the heart. Heart has a great connection with the ears. This is in Srimad Bhagavatam. How the ears and heart are related. Know this verse? Vishwa Prabhu.
Ears and hearts are relative.
Tato satak prasangam mamvijya samvido bhavanti hit karna rasayana katha. While associating with devotees and hearing the great topics of Krishna, Satang Prasangam Mamvijya Samvido Bhavanti, those topics of Krishna is like a tonic, medicine, a herb for hit and karna, heart and ear, rasayana katha. So to drink from the ears, oh no, drink has to be here in the mouth. But spiritual topics have to be drink with ears, and that goes to the heart. Understand? Bhavanti hit karna rasayana. You may say this is too philosophical. Just come on a grounded level and simple. What heart has to do with the ears? Yes. On a very practical ground, you see. Can you see the ear shape of the ears? It's like this. And if you put two ears together, it becomes it becomes what?
Heart.
So ears and heart related. Understand? Then also, how you spell heart?
Ear.
Ear.
How you spell?
H-E-A-R-T.
H-E-A.
RT.
So in the word heart, ears is also present there. Bhavanti hit karna rasayana katha. With ears. That's why Shri Dhruv Maharaj, even though seeing Lord with his eyes, and not only just seeing his drinking that beauty of Lord, but he asked for something more than that, and that is association of devotees, because I always want to drink with my ears the nectar which is emanating from the lotus lips, the nectar which is flowing from the lips. I want to drink that. What happens when we drink nectar? Not that nectar fruit. Actually, the nectar. Where is the where the nectar is present? In heaven, demigods, they always drink that nectar. And they think by drinking nectar will become immortal. Understand? And if you are familiar with, if we know that how in Srimad Bhagavatam, the nectar came from the ocean, the churning of the ocean. So many things came out from the ocean. And finally the essence came out as nectar. And all the demigods, they drank that nectar. So they must be very happy and satisfied by drinking nectar, whereas it's not. Because even while drinking nectar, they are not happy and satisfied. And the proof is, when Shukdev Goswami was about to recite Srimad Bhagavatam to Parikshit Maharaj, then all the demigods, they came with a pot of nectar. And they said, "Oh Shukdev Goswami, can we have exchange? You can give this pot of nectar to Parikshit because he got cursed, he's going to die in 7 days. And in exchange, give us the nectar of the topics of Krishna, the Hari Katha, which is going to flow from the lotus lips, in exchange to that." And what Shukdev Goswami did?
So they can't be bribed.
Say go away.
Can't be bribed. Just go away. He rejected the plea of demigods. That's not the way. You come here and say, "I'll give you $10,000. Speak 1 more hour Harikatha." Or speak this topic which is pleasing to me. Just praise me that I'm everything. We're not going to do that. Yeah, maybe for the sake of temple, yes, I can do this. Just joking. So Dhruv Maharaj, we heard this, yes? Then second point. What was the second point? Shaunak Rishis. They were performing yajnas, swaha, 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 all day long. But they were not getting what they were thinking of. And that means the darshan of Lord. And then they made that a lower taste in comparison with higher taste of association with Sut Goswami and heard Srimad Bhagavatam from him. This is the compassion, this is the mercy of Shri Guru. It gives a higher taste by which the lower taste get vanished. Third example, Jigyasu, Jnani, the four Kumaras. Who are four Kumaras? Sanang, Sanandan, Sanatan, Sanat Kumar. The first son of the creator Brahma, who always stay in the age of 5. And they always keep themselves naked. They don't feel shy, they don't feel anything because they're just babies. Whereas not, they are the first creation of the creator Brahma. 4 Kumaras. They were having a taste. They were practicing the Jnana Marg, the path of Jnana to achieve liberation, salvation. That was only their aim and object. Maybe for many people, this is very high, but from the devotional perspective, from the devotee's perspective, this is a very lower taste. Shri Rupa Goswami, in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, he said one verse. Brahmanand bhavateshu cheti pradi durikrita neti bhakti sukha bodho pramanu tulamapi. Brahmanand. Those who wants to, or those who are immersed in that effulgence of the Lord, which is called Brahm, right? Of course, they drive some pleasure there. Whereas no, they are not driving any pleasure there. They are themselves becoming pleasure. A question to the audience. You want to taste, you want to drive pleasure, or you want to become a pleasure?
Taste.
If you want to become pleasure, how are you going to taste the pleasure? Sugar candy. If we eat sugar candy, we can say sugar candy very sweet. But if we become sugar candy, how are we going to taste ourselves? That's the very fine difference, philosophical difference of those who want to get merged in impersonal Brahm. They want to become bliss. They are not there to enjoy the bliss. That's the difference. Okay. How to relate this? A simple example. We all sleep in night. Deep sleep. When you think you enjoy that sleep, while you're sleeping or when you get up in the morning? When we wake up in the morning, then we realize, oh, it was such a nice sleep. I really enjoyed this. Yes? But not while we're sleeping. When we're sleeping, everything is so dormant. The consciousness, everything just dormant. We don't enjoy the sleep. Only when we wake up in the morning, then we realize, oh, it was a good sleep. I enjoyed my sleep. This is a simple example to understand, to illustrate that how those who are in impersonal Brahm, means those who get merged into impersonalism, the impersonal feature of Lord, they can't enjoy there. They themselves become enjoying, but they can't enjoy there because they are in a dormant state of consciousness there. Understand? But there is a bliss. It's about spiritual matter. There is a bliss there. So Rupa Goswami Pad is saying, Brahmanand bhavadeshu cheti pradi durikita. If we multiply that bliss of those practitioners on the process of getting merged in impersonal Brahm, Gyan Marg, if we multiply that not into 1 or 2 or 10 lifetimes, but half lifetime of Brahma. Half lifetime means 50 years of Brahma, not 50 years of human life, which goes so fast. But 50 years of Brahma. How much is the 50 years of Brahma? Huh?
200 billion or something.
No.
155 trillion.
Trillion.
How many trillions?
155 approximately.
155 trillions. If we multiply that pleasure into that many years, years, this is equivalent to 1 atom of the bliss a devotee derives by serving the Lord. 1 atom. Brahmanand bhavateshu cheti prari durikrita. Neti bhakti sukhamodo pramanu. Pramanu means atom. Atom bomb. That much. I don't know why they want to get bliss in getting merged into impersonal Brahman. And practicing Krishna consciousness, practicing Bhakti Yoga is always a bliss. Mangalarti in the morning, singing, is such a transcendental and pleasure moment. The day begins with spiritual activities, then chanting Hare Krishna, then even singing and dancing on different melodies of Hare Krishna we're going to have after 1 hour. Yeah. Sankirtan, even honoring Prasad. Is honoring Prasad bhakti or not?
Yes.
You may say, no, that's a pasta. It's not about pasta, it's about Prasad. Yeah. The sanctified food, the sacred food, sanctified food offered to Krishna. So much pleasure. So what happens when we keep on eating prasadam? It's just not an ordinary food. What happens? What parikriya? What is happening with our body, with our cells by eating those sanctified food offered to God, offered to Krishna? All the cells and the bacteria, they're getting transcendental nature because they're coming in contact through the prasadam, means the food offered to Krishna. That's the benefit of this. And with that, our senses, which are material in nature, they get transcendentalness just by prasadam. I'm not saying this, I'm not the authority to say this. The best amongst all the devotees of Krishna, Uddhav said this. Who is Uddhav? Haridas word. There are 3 Haridars, means the servants of Lord. There are many, 3 are prominent. Yudhishthir Maharaj, Haridas. Yeah. Then Uddhav is Haridas word, superior than Yudhishthir Maharaj. And then Giriraj Govardhan is Haridas Varjya, the best amongst all the servants of Krishna. So Uddhav ji said this. Tab ubhokta sara ganda vaso alankrita charchita uchishta bhojam dasyam tab maya jainamihi. Uddhav said, I'm always wearing the garland offered to the Lord. I'm always wearing the remnants of Krishna. I'm always honoring the remnants of Krishna. I have no fear of Maya. Maya cannot do anything. What is Maya? The external energy, the illusory energy of Lord, which makes us forgetful of the Lord. Illusory energy. Everything is illusion just because of Maya, which is so strong. Krishna claimed this in Bhagavad Gita, saying this, Devi hi esha gunmai Mam Maya Durattaya. I know my Maya is very wicked. I know it is very difficult to overcome my external energy Maya. I know, but Krishna is not saying that's impossible to overcome. I know it's difficult, but not impossible. So, oh Krishna, how is possible then? Then he said in the next verse, in the last line, Mam eva ye prapadante, mayam etam taranti te. If you surrender unto me, Maya will not trouble you at all. Maya will not touch you at all. Yeah. Surrender unto Krishna means what? Krishna is just here. How to surrender? Just by raising our hands, I surrender to you. Or just keep my head on his lotus feet, I surrender to you. That can be fake. Or it's just a show off to the audience how dedicated I am. So the procedure, the process to surrender to Krishna means surrender to the associates of Krishna, means the pure devotees of Krishna. Mam eva e pravarante, mayam etam tarantite. Only that is possible. Only then it's possible. Otherwise not. Because we have evidences. We heard Dhruv Maharaj yesterday. Instead of having darshan, the seeing the Lord, he crossed that and he put the association of devotees more powerful than having the darshan of Lord. Understand? This is a matter of realization. More we develop our Krishna consciousness and advance in Krishna consciousness, more we understand the gravity of these statements by those devotees mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam. Why they all focusing on one point, not just only Dhruv Maharaj, even Prahlad Maharaj, and all, Shri Kapil Bhagwan, and Jad Bharat, even the gopis. Gopis. How come the gopis? What they have to do with the pure devotees? Any evidence, dear devotees? Any of evidence? Gopis also glorify association of, or the glory. Gopis also glorified the pure devotees. One verse. Any evidence? I will give double cookies today. Any evidence? Vishwambara has evidence.
I don't know if this is exactly what you're looking for, but even like a practitioner who gets perfected and goes to Krishna's pastimes, they still need the sadhu sangha to have entrance.
No, I'm not asking that. I'm saying any evidence where gopis have also glorified the association of devotees. Yes. He's so expert.
He said it first.
Who said first? Sam Prabhu. He's so. I get nervous when I see him. He's expert in all the scriptures. So in Gopi Geet, the Gopi said, Tav kathamritam tabta jivanam kavi bhinitam kalmashapaham shavana mangalam shivan atmatam bhuvi grananti te. We all know this, right? Can we sing together? Tav kathamritam tapta jivanam kavi bhinitam kalmashapaham shavana mangalam shivanatatam bhuvi grinanti te bhurida jana. What is the meaning, Priya Prabhu? Come on. Just give the essence, not to word. Just stop this.
So the gopis, they're glorifying, they're glorifying, there's two meanings, two general meanings.
No, just the simple.
Okay, the simple one is that Krishna's Tavakatamritam, the topics of Krishna, they're like life-giving nectar. Tavakatamritam tapta jivanam, and they sustain they sustain life. Kavibid, alright, you explain.
Just give the gist of this.
Okay. But essentially those that are spreading this Harikatha, the topics of Krishna, they're the most magnanimous and munificent. They're the most generous.
Yes.
Generous. Buddhidajana.
They're the best donors.
Yes.
Bhuri Dajana. Yeah? This is what gopis. So, they are also praising what? Association of pure devotees or the pure devotees. Imagine, from Dhruv Maharaj, who's materially motivated, and to Prahlad Maharaj, who's nishkam, no desires. Even the gopis, and even the Gajendra, elephant. Gajendra, the elephant, was attacked by a crocodile. Yeah? There's so many in Florida. Gajendra was trying to escape and was supported by his many wives. I mean, the elephant, the male elephant Gajendra, was getting so much support from his wives. Not one or two, there were many. And the children, trying to pull him back from the water. But alligator, a crocodile, was so powerful, pulling him back in waters. And then it happened for how many years? Hundreds of years, this battle, this friction. How many days we can survive without eating and sleeping? Finally we have to give up. Okay, you go. Bye. And that's why Shukdev Goswami describing this pastime, if we can drive a lesson from this pastime. Our dear ones, our friends, our relatives, how much and how long can we strive for them or help them? There's a limit to that. Understand? Because ultimately, if I don't eat for 2-3 days, even I get weak and I say, okay, go. Someone is drowning and I'm just drowning in ocean and I'm just pulling that person back from the jaws of alligator, let's say, and I'm applying my complete strength to pull that person out from the ocean. And there's too much fight going on between me and alligator. How many hours can I function? Suppose it starts in the morning, Brahmurata. By evening Aarti, I'll be finished. Can't do more than that. I'm weak now. And if it is more than 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, oh, impossible. That's why the wives of Gajendra also left him. The children also left him. Alone there. And now he's in waters, just dying. About to die. Only his trunk left. What we say in that state of our living or dying. Gajendra is teaching us not the art of living. Gajendra is teaching us the art of dying. That's Krishna consciousness. That not only teaching the art of living, but Krishna consciousness also teaching us the art of dying. With this beautiful example of Gajendra the elephant. He's teaching up his own example. And it's so difficult if we relate this. If I'm drowning in any ocean or a pond or a river, I don't know swimming, I'm going to raise my hands and say, please help me, please help me, please help me. I'll be worried for my life. Whereas Gajendra was not worried for his dying because he has Gyan, Atma Tattva. That many lifetimes I got birth, then I died. It's not the first or the last one. So if I'm getting this opportunity to pray to Lord, like last will, one who's getting sentenced to death, the person is asked, what you like to? What's your last wish? Yes? Also here in America? Yeah, in India they do this. What is your last wish? And some people say, I want to eat pizza. I want to eat pizza. I want to do this and that. funny things. Gajendra dying. He's thinking, it's a great opportunity for me. Since I'm praying to Lord for something, I should ask for something higher taste. Not that please save me. Because if Lord is going to save me today, I'm going to die another some years. Because I'm not immortal. I'm a mortal being of this world. I'm going to die after some years. So why am I going to lose this opportunity? Suppose if Krishna gives us one opportunity, I can fulfill your wish. Okay? Touch your heart and think what we're going to ask. One wish only. He said, I can fulfill one wish. On certain day, this moment, this hour, this moment, you can ask anything. I'm going to fulfill all your desires. Those who are here in this temple room, not those who are on Facebook. Because no pain, no gain. Those who have taken pain, they come here, sitting in front of Lord having darshan, and together we are having some satsang, means sharing some thoughts. So there's a pain coming from home all the way, coming here, sitting, then there will be a lot of gain. And we have Gainesville close by. A lot of gain there. So one wish, and you see we're going to have many different varieties of wish. Just like a person is given sentenced to death, what's the last wish? And they come across with many crazy kind of wish. I want to eat this, I want to dress like this, I want to do this. Gajendra had one wish. Elephant, Gajendra. Not even a human being. Elephant, animal, but body like animal. But consciousness is not animal. And what is animal consciousness? Shukdev Goswami told to Parikshit Maharaj. Srimad Bhagavatam. When he recited complete Bhagavatam, Shukdev Goswami told Parikshit Maharaj. This is animal consciousness to think that you're going to die. This animal consciousness. We don't die. Just like Srila Gurudev, one time he asked the audience, answer me, how many people died in the battlefield of Kurukshetra? Any number in Bhagavad Gita? How many people died there?
640 million?
640 million?
No one.
None died. So this is what happened when Gurudev was asking, everyone was giving their answers. This many million, this many billion. Gurudev said none. And everyone is looking, what? None? We heard it was a great battle and so many people died. Gurudev said, soul never dies. That is his answer. We can't overrule his answer. This is according to Siddhanta. No one dies. Gajendra also. Body is animal. And he is in that one of that four categories mentioned by Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. Which category is that? Art, distress. We heard yesterday, four varieties, four kind of people comes to me. Materially motivated, distress, inquisitive, and learned. So Gajendra is in distress. What can be more distress than this when you're dying? We're dying. That's the worst distress. So one last wish. Imagine. And this is what Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada teaching us. When you get up in the morning, when you wake up in the morning, consider this is your last day of your life. And then act accordingly. So if I know tomorrow is going to be my last day, not today because today is Independence Day. So let us put on tomorrow. It is also Saturday, right? And many people can come for, saying bye, goodbye. It's weekend. Otherwise it's hard to get devotees and people on weekdays too. So let's say tomorrow is the last day of life. What we going to do? Thinking wise, yes, doing all spiritual activities, so much praying, and not criticizing anyone. If I come to know tomorrow is going to be my last day, there will be no time to criticize anyone or to find faults for anyone, because why have to waste the last minute? Rather, I'll just sit here and going to pray to Shri Radha Govindji, Radha Govinde, and Mahaprabhu for one wish. But then, how are we going to know what wish should be expressed to him? What desire? Then we have to open the songbook and get aligned with the desires of Bhaktivinoda Thakur and Narottam Thakur. Full of desires. Krishna consciousness is not devoid of desires. Krishna consciousness is full of desires. The complete songbook is full of desires. But what kind of desires? Spiritual, transcendental desires. Not material desires. I was speaking to one devotee yesterday. We are working as slaves. And our manager, our company, with whom we are working for years, they are not having any sympathy. They don't even consider what we're going to through if they lay off. If I worked in a company for 10-15 years and they just send one email, okay, finish. From tomorrow, no work, lay off. So that means there is no attachment, no consideration. I worked for the company for 10 years. No, that's a corporate world. So how we can have faith and love with that, the owner of the company, the CEO of that company. Therefore, Shri Prahlad Maharaj is giving one beautiful example. Kamadi na kati palita doni desha. He said, I always served one master throughout my life. But astonishing, that master never gets satisfied. He always wants me to serve him more, and more, and more, and more, and more, and more. Even though I'm serving him from my birth, he never gets satisfied. He said, Prahlad Maharaj saying, you know what? Who's that master? The desires. The desires to enjoy. The master never gets satisfied. Moment I try to satisfy that master, he wants me to serve more and more and more. Endless process. Then what to do? So he's giving us one example. Give up that master. He said, I gave up that master. I don't want to serve that master anymore. I changed my master. And I got a new master who is so nice, so sober, so intelligent, so beautiful, full of knowledge and renunciation, and is very famous all over. I made Krishna as my master. And the beauty of making him as my master is Alpa Seva Prabhu Bahu Kari Mani. What is the meaning? Alpa Seva Prabhu Bahu Kari Mani?
If you just do a little bit of seva, then there's much gain to have.
If we do little bit seva of Krishna, he said, he praised his devotees saying, oh, you have done so much for me. A little bit of seva. Or you fasted on Ekadashi for me. Oh, I'm feeling obliged. Or you're chanting. You gave up meat eating, alcohol, smoking, whatever, and all other bad associations just for me. I'm so grateful. It's opposite, right? Do he have to say he's grateful for this? He's taking care of us so nicely, making us human beings. To become Vaishnav is very far. First, it's important to become human being. And don't take my offense, because Sri Narottam Thakur is teaching us in the song, saying this, Sei Pashu Bado Durachar. Which song is that? Nitai Pada Kamala Koti Chandra Sushitala Je Chhaya e Jagata Juda. In that song, Sri Narottam Thakur is saying, Sei Pashu Bado Durachar. I am animal. I am not even human being. So body is human, but consciousness is animal. And on that case, Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, the founder Acharya of ISKCON, what he said, if the body is human body and consciousness is animal, then they are sophisticated animals. So this is about consciousness, human consciousness or animal consciousness. So Krishna consciousness is teaching us not only the art of living, but art of time. Sei Pashu Bado Durachar. If anyone calls me, you animal, I'm going to feel hurt. What are you saying? Hey, you animal. But if I think, actually, yes, I'm animal. Not by body, but with my consciousness. Because animals and humans, they have four things common. Ahar, Nidra, Bhay, Methunscha. Eating, sleeping, mating and defending. And if I'm only doing this, then I'm a very sophisticated animal. The body is human, but consciousness is animal. Whereas Krishna consciousness is elevating that consciousness from the animal consciousness to the human being consciousness, and from the human being consciousness to the Vaishnava consciousness. To become Vaishnava, to become devotee, it's not that easy. Devotee Vaishnava means no criticism to anyone, respect, glorify everyone, take positive from everyone, don't see faults in others, try to see good in others. That's the vision of pure devotees. Because as an English phrase saying that even a stop clock gives correct time twice a day. Something good in that stop clock too. The clock gets stopped 7 p.m. There's something good in that clock. So something is good in everyone. It's called Sar Grahi, one who takes the essence. Like a bumblebee sits on the flowers and take the essence from the flowers. Sar Grahi. And that's the nature of the devotees. We are trying to become devotees and adopting that nature gradually, but the practice has to be there. So tame my mind, foolish, don't see any flaws in anyone. I'm full of all wrongs and flaws I'm finding in others. That means I'm wearing the same glasses. Srila Bhaktivedanta Bharti Goswami Maharaj used to say this. If I'm wearing green glass, what I'm going to see everywhere? Everything is greenish. If I'm wearing blue glasses, everything is blue. If I'm wearing yellow, yellow. But my friend sitting next to me said, no, this curtain, this wall is not yellow. It's saffron color. No, I'm seeing yellow. Take out your glass. So it's all reflection of my consciousness. Seeing good in others. We need to wear that glass of looking good in everyone. And seeing that good quality, it reflects back to us. Seeing that even the person have 98% wrong, but 2% good. Many details into this. A to Z, many details into this. It's not that one straight formula or line. But that's the vision. Srila Gurudev, when I was serving him, one day he said, you all have so many faults, but I'm covering up those. Because if I'm going to pull up those faults, it's like a cabbage taking out a leaf. 1, 2, 3, 4. And what we get in the last? Nothing. So better to use the complete cabbage as it is in cooking and to eat. Full of faults. But Srila Gurudev, because of his sadhu nature, Srila Prabhupada, what good he saw in everyone when he came to New York. There are so many senior disciples of Srila Prabhupada. What they saw, what Srila Gurudev and Srila Prabhupada saw, was there any good qualities? Maybe yes, maybe not. Not with me, maybe with you guys. Yes, Mataji.
He said, I'm your good qualities.
I'm your good qualities. That's a good answer. Thank you. You know, he just picked up that one and he made everyone good. He infused his qualities, his moods in all those. And it's still happening. It was not that until 77, Srila Prabhupada was doing this. Still he's doing this. Through his books, through his lectures. Yeah. And those who are followers of Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev, and all our acharyas. So it is what the color of glass we wear, we look at. If I'm full of faults, then I'm going to see faults in everyone. If I'm lusty, I'm anger, I'm greed. Oh, you greedy? You lusty? You anger? No. But there are many details into that. I'm saying again, it's not just one straight line. Anyway, so Gajendra, last wish. So tomorrow is suppose our last day. What are you going to wish to Lord? No need to tell, just think. A big house, 10 acres in Alachua. It can be many varieties of wish. But coming to the main point, Gajendra the elephant, the body is animal, elephant, but consciousness is Vaishnava consciousness, a devotee-like consciousness. So therefore the words he uttered there were so potent and powerful that overruled all other desires and wishes. Shri Gajendra said, Ekantuna yasya na kanchanartham vanchanti yave bhagvat prapanna ati adbhuta charitra sumangalam gayanti anand samudra magna. When he was dying, with this one verse, you can understand the mood of Gajendra if he's elephant or he's a Vaishnava. Ekantuna yasya na kanchanartham. Oh my Lord, please give me the association of your devotees. He's not even asking any protection or seeking any protection from Lord. And not even saying, oh Lord, please come and give me your darshan. I'm going to die soon, within few seconds. Association of devotees. Ekantona yasana kanchanartham vanchanti yave bhagvat pravanna ati adbhutta charitra sumangalam. What kind of devotees? Ordinary kind. Sometimes chanting, sometimes not chanting. Not those Kanishta kinds. What kind of devotees? One who only speak but don't follow. Not that kind. Ati adbhutta charitra sumangalam gayanti anand samudra magna. Those who are always singing the glories of Lord and they drive extreme bliss in expressing those glories and speaking those glories of Lord. The glories of Lord which are Adbhut. Adbhut means
Amazing, wonderful.
wonderful. Adbhuta Charita Sumangalam. Sumangala means most auspicious. In Gopi Gita also, Gopi said this. What is that verse? Tava kathamritam tapta jivanam kavi bhiritam kalmashapaham shavana mangalam shimad atmatam. Shavana mangalam. All auspicious. Those glories of Lord. Always auspicious. Not it happened in the past. Always and always eternal. Auspicious. Some people say, what is the most auspicious time or what is the most auspicious? That place, that location, that time where the devotees are singing the glories and speaking the glories of the Lord. That's the most auspicious time. So I want the association of the devotees of yours. That's Gajendra's last wish. If anyone wish like that, then salute. And in the Vaishnava culture we say sadhu, sadhu. All glories, all glories. What a wonderful wish. And in ordinary sense we say salute to that person. Hats off. You dying and you're asking the association of devotees. Yes. When we advance, or those who are already advanced in Krishna consciousness, they know, they value this. Association of devotees is so important than anything else. But the problem is, the symptom of Kanishtatikari is, what is that verse? Na to archaiva hare pujaiva shradhanvite na ta bhakteshu cha anyeshu sa bhakta prakrita sammata. Kanishtatikari is one, I'm not saying Acharyas. Shri Rupa Goswami said this in Bhakti Sami Sindhu. Archameva hare shraddhaiva pujaiva shradhanvite. One who always give importance to serving the deities and considering that serving of deities is the topmost, but neglecting the association of devotees. So it's not said that serving deities is less important. They're equally important. But those neophyte devotees, they only give preference to serve deities and neglect the association of devotees. That is a problem. Problem means they are neophytes, beginners. This is the level of their understanding. But when the higher taste comes, the other level comes, then association of devotees becomes the priority of over any other type of worship. Association of devotees. Best amongst any other kind of worship and praising the Lord. He immediately gets happy and satisfied by saying, oh, the devotees are sitting and they are hearing my glories from a pure devotee. Like Srila Gurudev and Srila Prabhupada, Bhaktivinoda Thakur. He gets so pleased. And not only that, he gets captivated in the heart. He gets captured in the heart. Not only in the eyes, but in the heart. No? You told yesterday, right? Sadhyo hridya avruddhati kritibhi shushyavyat tashyana. Second verse, Srimad Bhagavatam. Sadhyo hridya avruddhati. The same moment, Sadhyo, Krishna comes and sits in the heart and gets captivated. Himself, he comes and closes the doors. Not that we are pulling Krishna, Krishna himself walks in and he closes the door. I am captivated in your heart because you give preference and priority to hear my glories from the lotus lips of pure devotees. And this is what Srimad Bhagavatam and all the scriptures speaking on same page. I gave example of Dhruv Maharaj yesterday. Prahlad Maharaj saying the same thing. Kapil Bhagwan is saying the same thing. And here Gajendra also, at the point of dying, is seeking the His last wishes, I want the association of pure devotees. The Lord came over the scene and he took his chakra, the weapon, and chopped off the head of alligator and protected his devotee. Some Vaishnavacharyas in Vrindavan, they describe this pastime. Prior to the Lord took his chakra to kill alligator, the alligator said, wait a minute, Lord, can I say something? I also want to say one wish. Whom you bless and give mercy to first? Those who are your devotees or those who catch the feet of your devotees? The Lord said, yeah, devotees are my favorite, but those who catch hold the feet of my devotees, they are more favorite. He said, then I'm catching hold the feet of your devotee, why are you killing me? Then why are you killing me? Then the Lord replied, this is the way to catch the feet of the devotees. You killing him. This is not favorable mood. Catching hold of feet of the devotee with favorable mood. Anukulena, Krishna Anushilana have to be there. Not with unfavorable mood. You know. Suppose, we have like a great devotee, Shyam Prabhu is here. And I'm trying to grab his feet and just pulling him, dragging him from temple room to the prasadam hall. So Prabhu, I'm not going to spare, I'm not going to leave your feet. And he said, save me, Baba, I'm getting dragged. This is a way to catch hold of feet. No. There's no respect. And he's in pain. Unfavorable mood. So, Anukulena Krishna Anushadaram. The mood has to be favorable for service. Not unfavorable mood. Yeah. This is the third example. We heard three. Dhruv Maharaj, Artharthi, Jigyasu, Shaunak Rishis, and Arth Gajendra. The fourth one we're going to hear tomorrow. Because we're going to have Arati and then Harinam Sankirtan.
You told us the fourth one already.
No, I told, but I didn't elaborate on that.
Okay.
Then, because I don't know, it started from there, then it turned different course. It's like, different winding roads. I told the fourth one, that's for Kumaras, but going to elaborate on this tomorrow. And also going to hear some glories of Srila Bhakti Vigyan Bharti Goswami Maharaj, beginning tomorrow with his beautiful disciples here. I want them to glorify their Guru Maharaj. And we'll be continuing on Sunday too, which is morning program. And it's a very auspicious day, the first day of Chaturmasya, Kartik. Sorry, Chaturmasya, Shain Ekadashi. Shain Ekadashi. Okay? Thank you so much. Gaur Premanande. Sadhu Sangha ki.
Sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu.
Sadhu, sadhu. Just 2 minutes Mahamantra, Yashoda Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Bolo Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Jai Ho. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva, Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva, Jaya Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Tai Gaur Premanande.
Hari Bol.
All devotees ki.
Jai.
So now we're going to have Arati, yes? Vimladi, any schedule? Please announce the schedule.
For now, Artie and go.
Arati and go. So any particular spot we're going to make?
Yeah, we go down the road.
We'll walk from here and to the park.
To the park.
Hang out, and then come back. And when did you get here, Lamara? When did you get here? Have you been here all this time?
Yes, we did.
Raji, can you lead this evening? No? Okay. Oh, that's true.
Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Jaya Gaura Chande Arati Kashabha.
Arati
Where did Rock Maharaj go? Where did Rock Maharaj go? Once did you Jaidwani? He's coming Monday. I don't know what you're talking about. Jaidwani Char is coming Monday. Anyway, guys, Shri Guru Gauranga. Wait. Jai Shri Guru Gauranga, Gadharita, Girinari, Radhanath, Yadi, Radhanath, Radharaman, Viri, Radhaman, Vasis, Sachinandan, Gaurari, Radhavrinda Lal ki jai, Srila Gopal ki jai, Viraj Maharaj ki jai, Gauri Nitai ki jai, Panchatattva ki jai, Tulsi Maharaj ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srila Gurudev ki jai, Srila Guru Maharaj ki jai, Jai Nati Alera Parishram Vishwar Paraman Savri Vrishari Varyostotra Shishman Bhakti Gyan Shri Bharati Goswami Guru Maharaj ki jai, Nati Alera Parishram Vishwar Paraman Savri Vrishari Varyostotra Shishman Bhakti Gyan Shri Narayan Goswami Rashpati Pavan Gurudev ki jai, Hari Vrishari Stotra Shishman Bhakti Surshidhar Goswami Maharaj ki jai, Jai Nati Alera Parishram Vishwar Stotra Shishman Bhakti Balaptirtha Goswami Maharaj ki jai, Nati Alera Parishram Vishwar Stotra Shishman Bhakti Gyan Shri Vaman Goswami Maharaj ki jai, Nati Alera Parishram Vishwar Stotra Shishman Bhakti Gyan Shri Vikram Goswami Maharaj ki jai, Nati Alera Parishram Vishwar Stotra Shishman Vaishnav Narayan Bhakti Vedanta Swami Goswami Maharaj Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Nati Alera Parishram Vishwar Stotra Shishman Bhakti Daita Madhav Goswami Param Guru Maharaj ki jai, Nati Alera Parishram Vishwar Stotra Shishman Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Thakur ki jai, Nati Alera Parishram Vishwar Stotra Shishman Bhakti Brigyan Keshava Samaraj Param Gurudev ki jai, Nati Alera Parishram Vishwar Stotra Shishman Jagar Guru Shiva Shimana Vidaita Rashar Bhakti Siddhanta Shri Goswami Thakur Prabhupada ki jai, Mahabhagavat Shri Gaur Kishore Das Bhakti Maharaj ki jai, Shabda Goswami Shri Sachidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur ki jai, Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Shri Jagannath Das Bhakti Maharaj ki jai, Shri Gurnavasi Shri Shri Madhusudan Das Bhakti Maharaj ki jai, Shri Gurubdas Das ki jai, Purinam Acharya Shri Shri Balidevi Devushan Prabhu ki jai, Mahamohabani Jaya Rasika Shri Mani Shri Krishna Chakravarti Thakur ki jai, Shri Rashikananda Murari Prabhu ki jai, Shri Ramchandra Kaviraj ki jai, Shri Rochan Das Thakur, Shri Navrotam Srinivas Shamananda Prabhu Trai ki jai, Shri Krishna Kaviraj Goswami Prabhu ki jai, Yashavdar Adikavishi Shri Vrindavan Das Thakur ki jai, Shri Ashtakaviraj Vasurajan Nityananda Darsh Gopal Sri Chashati Mahanda Jagai Madhai ki jai, Shri Rupa Shri Sanatan Bhattarganath Shri Jiva Gopal Bhattadasa Raghunath Goswami Prabhu ki jai, Shri Sarvdam Durayan Manand Lokanath Garba Adi Gaur Parishad Brind ki jai, Amacharya Shri Haridas Thakur ki jai, Prince Go Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivashadi Gaur Bhakta Vrind ki jai, Shri Ishwar Puri Par ki jai, Shri Mahavindra Puri Par ki jai, Jai Shri Antardeep Mayapur Simandeep Godramdeep Madhyadeep Koledeep Ritudeep Janudeep Madhuradeep Rudradeep Madhvaka Shri Navadi Dham ki jai, Shri Ek Chakra Dham ki jai, Shri Shantipur Dham ki jai, Shri Gaur Chandra Bhagavan ki jai, Shri Radha Krishna Gopinath Gopi Gopi Giri Govardhan Vashatmanat Makshari Brajamandala Dham ki jai, Shri Radha Kunda Shama Kunda Ganga Sakyam Saki Tulsi Bhakti Devi ki jai, Krishavan Nandini Shrimati Radharani Thakurani Vrindavaneshwari Brajeshwari Radhika Rani ki jai, Shri Lalita Vishaka Chitra Champakala Tatunga Vide Indulekaram Devi Sudevi Adi Shakti Vrinda ki jai, Shri Ananga Prema Manjalali Shri Rupa Lavanga Raga Vilasagunarati Kasturi Kamalana Mani Adi Manjari Brinda ki jai, Srimati Brinda Devi ki jai, Shri Bhagavati Purnama Suma Devi ki jai, Shri Gopishwar Mahadev ki jai, Jai Radha Pangita Dham Shri Vrindavan Dham ki jai, Shri Mathura Dham ki jai, Jai Shri Jagannath Baladev बलदेव सुभद्रा सुदर्शन चक्र नीलमारव जीव की जय। श्री जगन्नाथपुरी पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र मंडल नीलाचल धाम की जय। श्री सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान की जय। श्री अयोध्या धाम की जय। श्री जनकपुरी मितल धाम की जय। सर्व विघ्नाविनाशन करि भक्त विघ्नाविनाश श्री नृसिंह देव की जय। भक्तराज भक्त प्रवर श्री प्रहलाद महाराज की जय। श्री लक्ष्मी नृसिंह की जय। श्री छरिदाम श्री संप्रदाय श्री आचार्य की जय। श्री मध्वार मुनुज विष्णु स्वामी निम्न के श्री आचार्य की जय। अकर्मतराज श्री चैतन्य मार्ग की जय। श्री और अन्य मार समूह की जय। नंदराज श्री माध भगवताम भगवद गीता चैतन्य चरितामृत चैतन्य भागवत जैव धर्म हरि सर्वगौरी वैष्णव ग्रंथ वृंद की जय। श्री भुवन मंगल श्री हरिनाम प्रभु की जय। श्री भुवन मंगल गोलकेर परिमदान श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन धर्म की जय। श्री भुवन मंगल धन्य करुतर ब्रह्म श्री हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे महामंत्र की जय। श्री आनंद गौरी वैष्णव वृंद की जय। श्री समगत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। परम पूज्यपाद श्री भक्तिवेदांत सिद्धांति महाराज की जय। पुष्पा भक्तिवेदांत सिद्धांति महाराज की जय। पुष्पा राघव महाराज की जय। श्री हरिकथा की जय। हरि नाम संकीर्तन on the 4th of July की जय। कृष्णताय गौर प्रेमानंदे।
So go back. We're gonna walk from here. From our
No, there was no announcement.
I wonder if I could project.
We're going on Maranam now.
As soon as our finishes, give it a toss up and set it.
We're going on Maranam now. Maharaj will be coming with us. We're walking from here.
Yes.
So they've never saying there wasn't an announcement. So making an
From here to the park?
from here, we're walking.
Yeah, we're walking.
It's
Yes,
very close.
yeah, walking.
Very close.
Yeah.
So we'll go now.
Yeah, there'll be many people walking.
Yeah. People are. Grab an instrument.
There's actually a program now.
This one here. Where are you wanting to put it? Yeah, we have this one here. That one right there.
Oh, well, that's good enough. I forgot we had that. That's fine. I think that's fine. You think that's fine?
I think so.
Okay.
I mean, he's not wearing a garland, and it's not necessarily like an altar picture, but
It's good to have the same size pictures.
yeah.
Do you have Bhakti Diamond this time around?
You know, we have only the smaller size, but I have a book with him on the cover. You know, about
Yeah, we can get all the same size like that. So we'll get Verde, Bhakti Diamond goes on our eyes. And then somebody Bhakti
Yeah, that could be good. Yeah, those three.
maybe just confirm with them. No, for on Jasper today.
Yeah, for Sunday. You know, kind of how to orient the drum riders. Yeah.
So maybe ask tomorrow.
I do like.
Yeah, probably our Thursday, but yeah. But all the same, yeah, we could just, we've been doing, just putting them there.
When we were in Namadweed for Shri Guru Dev's Author Volunteer Bob something, we put his picture on like Gurudev's like chest, and everyone's doing Guru Puja, kind of like that while he was just holding picture Gurudev,
Yeah,
you know.
that's nice.
So
Well,
yeah, I
we
think
could
same thing
just
applies
orient
there.
them there. I think that's great.
I think so too. And that's Guru Papa right there. That's
Yeah.
Guru.
So maybe just ask Siddhanta, just confirm it that he's okay with that. Then we can just get Gurudeva, Bhaktivedanta, whoever else you think. All right, let's roll, everybody.
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yep, well, they're gone probably. Huh?
You know who else?
Yeah, let's go up
there
front.
too?
Well, okay.
What's her name?
We gotta turn
All of
everything
them.
off.
She's
Yeah.
Krishna.
Everything off now.
Oh, thank you.
Does this turn off? I'm not sure how to even use it.
I don't know if that's
Hey, but Krishna Shakti. Krishna Shakti, yes. Okay.
Off, AC's off. You have what? The AC? I got it, yeah. I turned it off.
Oh, I don't.
You sure? I'll come back
Yeah,
and
I'm not sure.
swing.
Usually it says like
I'll
end
clean
live
up
or
before we
whatever.
Yeah.
go.
And I don't see any prompt,
All right,
any
let's
button
go.
or anything. And if I exit out, I know it doesn't upload it. It'll like delete it.
Off.
Do you know how to turn the live off without deleting it?
I have no idea. Is there like a
I've never seen it like that before. Why if somebody just moves it and doesn't do it?
That's the way, that's how it was yesterday. They just went home. Well, what if you exit out? What will happen?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Are you sure you want to stop streaming?